Hello and welcome to Cryptocat-Guru. Today, we will show you how the new Tesla robot will change the future of Tesla and our perception of Tesla as a company. If you are new to our channel, please consider to subscribe and like our video down below. Also feel free to comment down below to respond to your thoughts with new valuable videos. So Tesla is no longer Tesla as we've known it so far. It's no longer a company just focused on sustainable energy, but one now focused on making the future great through robots and artificial intelligence. So the question becomes, is this new version of Tesla profoundly awesome or a misallocation of resources? To answer this question, let's look at the facts and the data of what's changed first, and after that, we'll share our personal thoughts at the end. We'll get to Bumble C, the future Optimus, but let's not forget the critical nature of Dojo. This is the system that will allow Tesla to run unparalleled levels of video data through its neural nets to train and iterate orders of magnitude faster than it could with off-the-shelf options like the NVIDIA racks. Once Dojo is fully up and running, which by the way should be within the next year, Tesla will have removed a major bottleneck on the path to solving full self-driving. It's the same software that will also be running on Optimus, just with different video data.
If you think about it, we're just moving from a robot on wheels to a robot on legs.
We got the first real numbers of Dojo's performance. What used to take 150 microseconds on 24 NVIDIA GPUs will now take 5 microseconds on each Tesla tile, which consists of 25 D1 chips. In layman's terms, what used to take Tesla 1 month to train using GPUs will now take Tesla 1 week with Dojo. Everything you see here is custom designed by Tesla. It's not available anywhere else. With Tesla's current Dojo hardware and compiler, the gray horizontal bar, it's already better than NVIDIA. A Dojo hardware production in purple coming next quarter will be even better. And then when this new hardware is paired with the compiler, also coming next quarter, Tesla will have achieved 3.2 and 4.4 times better auto-labeling and occupancy network performance. In simple terms, Tesla has created enough compute power on one Dojo tile to replace 6 GPU boxes. Further, this Dojo tile costs less than one of these GPU boxes. Tesla didn't stop at just a tile though. They created essentially a modular, infinitely scalable system. Just 4 of Tesla's Dojo cabinets will have better performance than 72 GPU racks. These 4 Dojo cabinets are going to become part of Tesla's first exapod that it plans to build next quarter, which will more than double Tesla's auto-labeling capacity.
Altogether, this amount of technology and integration has only ever been done a couple of times in the history of compute.
This exapod is the first of 7 exapods that Tesla plans to build in Palo Alto. And yes, Tesla is already building new versions of these components and believe they can get another 10x improvement with its next generation hardware. We have to say from here forward, if anyone says Tesla is just a car company, please understand they have no idea what they are talking about or if they're actively spreading disinformation. Tesla is going to have one of the world's most advanced supercomputers ever custom built in-house. And to top it off, Tesla will also be running and controlling its custom software on this hardware. Additionally, Tesla has also created custom CDUs or cooling distribution units using liquid cooling. Point being, Tesla owns everything top to bottom, and the software, of course, is built specifically for machine learning. We also think it's important to mention, Tesla spent time talking about challenges it has had scaling Dojo. Tesla is clearly in a dominant position of strength with nothing to hide, showing in depth exactly what it's doing with no fear of anyone else copying it or catching up. Simply put, Dojo and these exapods are going to be the unlock for Tesla to continue leveling up in solving real-world AI. All of these learnings will also be applicable to Optimus. Say hello to Bumble C, Tesla's first version of Optimus. And yes, Tesla already has a later prototype version. Bumble C uses semi-off-the-shelf actuators. But as with everything, Tesla already has built a robot with Tesla-designed and built actuators control systems. Once again, everything top to bottom, this is actually closer to what we will see in actual production. Tesla's goal is, over the next few weeks, to get Optimus on par with Bumble C, if not better than, and start focusing on real-world use cases in a Tesla factory. Again, everything you're seeing here was done in 6 to 8 months. Now, after watching the internet discuss AI Day 2022, it became readily apparent the ignorance of many viewers when it comes to the nuances of robotics. If you have fallen prey to these narratives and are now comparing Optimus to Boston Dynamics robots, please stop perpetuating this. Tesla's Optimus is designed specifically to be manufactured at scale. This is not being designed for demonstrations like Boston Dynamics Atlas. Tesla is focused on creating a minimum viable product to accomplish real-world useful work as quickly as possible. Boston Dynamics Atlas is meant for demos. And again, Boston Dynamics has been around for 30 years. Taking nothing away from BD, but Atlas is a research platform. It's not meant to be a volume product. Again, we think Atlas is incredible. We watched this video many times, but it's just not at all what Tesla is optimizing to do. Atlas also uses hydraulic actuators that allow it to do stuff like this, while Optimus will use electric motors to be more efficient. BD also sells Spot, which is great at navigating and gathering data, but clearly, it's not a humanoid form and it has very different angles than Optimus. A better comparison, albeit again, not perfect, as you'll see, is Agility Robotics Digit. Digit has already been produced and sold to commercial customers in lower volumes. You may have heard of the first customer, Ford Motor Company, who got the first 2 robots off the line. Ford is using Digit to make warehousing and delivery more efficient and affordable, and to be a part of a last-mile package delivery service. Agility started producing Digit in 2019. It can walk on most terrains that humans can. It can be folded and stored. But you may notice Digit does not have human hands. Optimus will, meaning it will be capable of a wider array of tasks than Digit, as the endeavor of creating human-like hands is a project in and of itself. Tesla's trajectory optimization will allow Optimus to be much more flexible and adaptable than most other robots that can only do one or a handful of repetitive tasks in the same place over and over. As you can see in this clip, look at the twist, the lean and the counterbalance. Notice how this looks very different than Agile Robotics Digit. And just a note, it seems like all of these joints and fingers here seem to be the same size, which will simplify the manufacturing process. But most importantly, Tesla will be one of the first companies to give a robot a brain of sorts to sense the world around it and make decisions. Now, yes, most robots do have AI, LiDAR, radar to sense its positioning and its environment. But Tesla's will be more advanced, with no LiDAR, just cameras, just like FSD. It looks like Tesla's bot is only using 3 cameras right now, with none looking backward. Let's give a quick shout out to Google at this point. It does have around 100 robots right now using Google's Palm, its Pathways language model. It can actually perform general instructions given in Ariel Kitchen with objects it's never seen before. So technically, this does have a brain of sorts. Here you can see it sorting garbage and recycling at a test station. As you can see though, it's not a huge humanoid. And with that said, the same Tesla brain that allows cars to drive themselves through the real world is going to be placed into Optimus. For Optimus, it all boils down to reliability and cost. Most other robots for sale are well over $100,000. So if Tesla can produce Optimus that costs less than $20,000 and be reliable to work in factories, the implications of this can't really be well understood. Tesla said it's using a linguistic model to predict lane lines. You may have seen these language models in the headlines this year as they're becoming increasingly powerful and useful. You may also recall when a Google engineer said he thought Google's unreleased AI system, LaMDA, had become sentient. Yes, he was later fired. Even Ashok is impressed by the magic that's happening with Tesla using this language model.
So it's actually a really difficult problem for typical computer vision techniques to predict the set of lanes and their connectivities. So we reached all the way into language technologies and then pull the state of the art from other domains and not just computer vision to make this task possible. For vehicles, we need their full kinematic state to control for them. All of this directly comes from neural networks. Video streams, raw video streams, come into the networks, go through a lot of processing, and then outputs the full kinematic state. The positions, velocities, acceleration, jerk, all of that directly comes out of the networks with minimal post-processing. That's really fascinating to me because how is this even possible? What world do we live in that this magic is possible, that these networks predicts 4th derivatives of these positions when people thought we couldn't even detect these objects?
Tesla is optimizing its video model training in many different ways. But if you just look at the bottom, you see it adds up to a 2.3 times training speed for its occupancy network. This means Tesla can now train these models in hours instead of days. Or how about Tesla's auto-labeling prowess? Its latest auto-labeling machine has resulted in 5 million hours of manual labeling before, turning into just 12 hours now. Tesla is basically doing this using multi-trip reconstruction from video feeds. And remember, not too long ago, Tesla did not have any auto-labeling at all. And when it comes to Tesla's simulation prowess, Tesla could probably make an incredible video game. Apparently, even Elon thinks so. But listen to a quick clip to understand the granularity here.
Next, using median edges, we can spawn island geometry and populate it with randomized foliage. This drastically changes the visibility of the scene. Now, the outside world can be generated through a series of randomized heuristics. Modular building generators create visual obstructions, while randomly placed objects like hydrants can change the color of the curbs, while trees can drop leaves below it, obscuring lines or edges. And again, this is all automatic, no artist in the loop, and happens within minutes. And now this sets us up to do some pretty cool things.
So what do we think about all of this now? Here are our final thoughts. Tesla has a history of execution and leadership that gets things done, and the company has a path to making large sums of money. Tesla's AI Day has dramatically increased 1 in 3. We genuinely believe people are going to be shocked with what Tesla does with Optimus in just the next few years. And we know Tesla and SpaceX are the companies where the best engineers in the world want to be. It's just never been more clear that Tesla is the most exciting company on the planet with the most exciting product roadmap, with the biggest addressable markets, and the most impressive history of execution. It doesn't take long to see that Tesla is at this perfect point in history where these technologies are coming together in a way that's never happened before. And everything Tesla has done up to this point has positioned it to capitalize on these untapped markets and this new technology. It's all going to feed the mission, and as Tesla continues to level up on every single aspect of the company, patience will be rewarded. The best companies in the world have the desire to grow, the vision to see markets develop, the talent to execute on these new opportunities, and the conviction to take risks, knowing most people won't get it. That's simply what Tesla is doing and why we are as convicted as ever about Tesla's future. If you liked our content and you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like down below and consider to subscribe to our channel. Your Cryptocat-Guru.